Hey guys, hope you're doing so well today, wherever you are watching in the world. I am Beck Sands. I'm a visibility mentor and I work with women to become confidently visible so that they can thrive in business and in life. I help women tap into their uniqueness and their creativity so that they can attract aligned clients and opportunities. Today, I am chatting through embracing who you are in order to build your visibility. And now, this is so key because often one of the things that will stop us from being visible and putting ourselves out there is not embracing who we are. So, the opposite of that, it's having a lot of self consciousness about, what we look like or what we sound like or where we come from or our backgrounds or anything like that. There's so many different things that we can feel self conscious around when it comes to putting ourselves out there. And that's before we even start to think about, like imposter syndrome and fear around whether or not we have the credibility to speak on certain topics and consider ourselves as an expert and a thought leader and all of that sort of thing that comes from actually putting ourselves out there, right? But the first thing is really to think about embracing yourself. And this means all elements of yourself that you're putting out there. So, your personality, how you physically look, where you come from, all of those elements make you uniquely you, and they're all incredible. And we need to hear from you as your unique self. But in order to be able to put yourself out there, I know that you need to embrace yourself first. So, I'm going to share a little bit today about the process that I use with my clients and also the process that I used for myself as well when I started the process of being more visible. I was so self conscious. I really avoided watching any videos of myself. And yeah, like to be honest, the ones I started out with were not great, but you've got to start somewhere. And that is, experience comes when you start to take action and increase your visibility. And you do need to start somewhere. So, what we need to do is start to think about how we can embrace ourselves as we are so that we can feel confident and more confident being visible because we do need to hear your voice and we want to hear from you about the issues that are really important to you. And your clients and your potential clients also need to hear from you because if you think about the people that have inspired you, how sad would it be if they never became visible, if you never heard about them, if you never saw them? You would never have learned all the incredible things you learned from them. There's so many mentors that I have in mind that I've learned so much from. And if they hadn't gotten up the courage and worked up the confidence to be able to put themselves out there, then I wouldn't, have all of the knowledge and learning and inspiration from them as I do today. So it's so important to start to embrace yourself first because all of the tactics around being visible are just that. They're just tactics. And when you start to develop the mindset that you can actually start to put yourself out there and you can embrace who you are and feel confident putting yourself out there, that is when, people will be able to hear from you and your unique perspective and will be able to see you. And not only that, but you'll be able to grow an incredible business. You'll be able to attract more clients. You'll be able to grow an amazing career if that's what it is that you're looking to do. But yeah, in order to put anything out there in the world, you need to be more visible. And in order to do that, at the crux of it is embracing who you are as a person, your beautiful, unique self. So, here's the process that I use with my clients and that I've used for myself as well. At least the first steps. Okay. So, the first thing is to present yourself in your own unique way. So, just know that when you're being visible, people want to see you. And it's not even about you ultimately, it's about what people can learn from you. It's about how you can support people. So, it's actually about your audience. But in order to learn from you, people want to be able to connect with you and with who you are as a unique individual. So you don't need to look like a cookie cutter version of anyone else. There's no like one look when it comes to having a personal brand and speaking in public. People from like all walks of life, from every with every appearance, with every type of body shape, with every hair color, with every skin color, everything. Like people are all putting themselves out there. And I'm sure that you can find some inspiration from someone similar to you that you can draw inspiration from, who is really high profile and doing amazing work in the world that you can draw inspiration from. And if not, then you can shine the light and pave the path to for other people to look at you and see themselves in you. And so what you want to do is embrace all your physical features and even highlight them, right? So I'm all for upgrades, and I actually like when I before I'm speaking or doing video or things like that, I will, do my hair and put makeup on and, wear something that I'm really comfortable with. If I'm speaking on stage, I might buy something new that I feel really good in, that fits really nicely so that I can, get up there and feel confident with my appearance. Okay. But that doesn't mean changing yourself in any way. That just means feeling your best self and wearing something that is really comfortable for you and, like, presenting yourself in a way that is aligned with who you want to be, how you want to be perceived, and with who you are as a person as well. So this might be for you, this might be something like, like wearing no makeup at all and being completely natural. And, just leaving your hair out and, just wearing kind of something floaty or, like pants and a top, and that's it. And that is you, and that's uniquely you. And you feel really good doing that. And that is perfect. Right. So you want to present yourself in your own unique way. And you want to feel good about that. So just wear something that you feel good in and like make sure that you feel good with your appearance and how you're presenting yourself, because that is going to make you feel better about being visible. The second thing is to get comfortable with your voice. So I know that when I started building my personal brand, like when I was way back in corporate, and I literally like I hated rewatching presentations of myself or videos of myself. And I really didn't like listening to myself back on audio because I was like, oh, that's no, I don't want to hear my own voice. But it's important to actually start to embrace your voice, because that is what you're using to communicate. Like you're using your body as well, I guess, like physically, but also you're using your voice to communicate. So you want to start to actually love it and get comfortable with it and embrace it and listen to it. And then you can start to get better. Right. And there's things that you can do, like little nuances, like, the use of inflection and tone and pausing in order to get your message across. And those, again, are tactics, and they're good tactics, but at the crux of it is you really feeling comfortable with your voice. So I want you to go and grab your phone and just record something on video. So it could be you describing in minute detail what you had for breakfast, okay? And then watch it back and play it back. And then I want you to like notice and just be aware if that voice, that critical voice comes up and says, "Oh no, I hate the sound of my own voice," or "No, I don't sound very good," or whatever it might be. Okay. And I just want you to catch that and then change that into a new affirmation. So it could be, "My voice deserves to be heard. I enjoy speaking out about issues that are important to me." And just start to watch yourself a little bit more on video, do that a little bit more regularly, listen to yourself back on audio, and you'll start to get comfortable with it. Now I'm kind of like, like listen to something where I've spoken, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Like I'm not self-conscious about it in any way. Sometimes I'm like, yep, could have improved that, or I definitely need to change the inflection when I talk in that way, or whatever it might be. But that's just like, okay, those are incremental things that I can do to get better. Whereas, what we're aiming to do here is really start to get comfortable with your own unique voice. So take that action and do the recording and start to listen back to yourself and reduce that like inner critic and start to reframe that with more positive affirmations about your own sound and your own voice. The third thing is to embrace your physical self. So, like I was saying before, it doesn't matter what you look like, you are you, and we want to see you. Okay. So, like as women, particularly, I find there's so many things about ourselves that we can be really self conscious about. Whether that's like, oh, I really want to lose the weight before I do the photos, or if it's, like, I don't know, it could be anything that you're self conscious about. It could be hair, or, it could be anything. So, I want you to start to embrace your physical self. And again, like I was saying before, you can find inspiration from others who may look similar to you that are really high profile, that you can look at them and get inspiration from and realize, like, if they can do it, I can do it too. And then if there's no one that looks like you, then, you want to be the inspiration for other people, right? So you want to be putting yourself forward and embracing your physical self. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean you can't, of course, like, do things to feel really good. And, you can do your hair and get a new outfit and all of that. Like you want to look your best and you want to feel your best, but also getting comfortable in our own skin and really embracing what we look like is so, so important in order to increase your visibility. And I feel like if you're not comfortable with yourself and accepting of yourself, you can definitely tell when like, you're watching someone on stage who's really self-conscious, or on video that's really self-conscious, and they're not thinking about the listener and what the listener's thinking, like learning and getting out of it, but they're thinking about how they are being perceived, right? So you want to get out of that. So you want to embrace who you are, and yeah, and start to like increase your visibility, knowing that you are exactly perfect as you are. So I hope this has supported you. Make sure that you take those three actions. So number one, present yourself in your own unique way. So here you can choose one or two outfits that you really feel good in. I love that kind of classic blazer, white shirt, and pants look. Maybe that's something that you could wear to events or on stage, or in videos and things like that. And that can be your go-to outfit, right? That makes you feel really good. It fits really well. You feel really comfortable in it. You feel like yourself in it. And it might be a floaty dress. Whatever it is for you, that is perfect. But put those aside, go to your wardrobe now, grab something out that makes you feel really good and that you can have on standby for next time you're wanting to be more visible. The second thing, get comfortable with your voice. So make sure you do that recording, do that video on your phone, discuss in minute detail what you had for breakfast this morning, and then listen back and be less critical about your own voice. And then the third thing is to embrace your physical self, and you can find others who may look similar to you. That you can take inspiration from, because they're being awesome and putting yourself out there. And if they can do it, why can't you as well? So I hope this has supported you, and make sure that you sign up for my emails. I send a weekly email to support you to build your business every single Monday. So make sure that you sign up for that at becksands.com. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in next week's video.